All you beautiful mutable signs, welcome into Steampunk Psyche. If you are new here, hola. If you are returning, I want to say thank you so very much for returning. We will be doing the mutable signs today: Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces again. These will be individual readings. I will leave the timestamp in the description box down below. Do I need to say that again? Some of you didn't hear it. I will leave the description in the description box down below. I'm going to shuffle these up. We're going to get into the Celtic cross reading again for Gemini. We're going to start it off with Gemini, the twins. Okay? Your first card out is your present energy, Gemini. Speak to me. The twins, Gemini. Communicators. They are very intellectual. They sometimes think about what they're saying too good, and they're kind of sharp. All right, Gemini, I'm going to pull a card for you. Your present energy seems to be a little bit in the lacking. What's up? Keep in mind, you guys, these are just energies. They may apply to you, they may not. If they do not fit, don't try to force it. Move on to my playlist. Go find Gemini in the collective reading, Mutable Signs, that I just did. I believe it was about 4 days ago. Still applies. Energy's energy. And there were some good readings, some hot, spicy energy readings there, some love readings, that type of thing. Your energy seems to be this right now, the Five of Pentacles. Okay? It almost has this feeling like I'm a little stubborn, I'm a little hard-headed, I'm not going to accept help. Or has a feeling of left out in the cold, left behind. So, what is going on, Gemini? Talk to me, brother. Talk to me, sister. Talk to me, you guys. What's going on? Second card coming out. Celtic cross reading. This is your crossing challenge. What seems to be in your way? Holding on to something, because I can't hold on to this card. I'm going to tell you what the energy is right now. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands says, I'm holding on to something very, very tightly. This is your challenge, holding on to stuff. What are you holding on to, Gemini? What's hanging? What is continuing to cross your mind? Is it love? Is it that I'm broke as dirt? We're coming right up on the Christmas season. I personally don't celebrate Christmas. I hope you don't hold that against me. But is it because the holidays are here and you can't afford to buy a gift for somebody that you really care about? Are you waiting on a gift to come in? Is that gift the person? Is that gift something that that you treasure in your heart? We will find out. This is your third card in the Celtic cross reading, the foundation, what's hiding underneath for Gemini. What is hiding underneath this? What are you holding on to? What are you fighting for? That's a warrior spirit, okay? Seven of Wands has that warrior spirit, but I feel like you're protecting something. A secret? You're holding on to a secret. Don't want to accept any help. I could do this my damn self. I know that Gemini are pretty self-sufficient, right? They got that self-sufficient. I'm going to find out. This is your foundation. What's hiding underneath the Empress? It's the feminine side. Is this for some masculine who just refuses to find their masculine feminine side? Or is this a masculine? I just said that. I'm going to say it again. Is this some masculine energy refusing? Doesn't have to be. These are just energies, so I'm just playing with you guys. But this is a very feminine energy here, okay? And so perhaps you are looking towards or holding on to this feminine energy, looking out towards a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be male, female. You could be female looking out towards that. You could be male. Is this relationship related? Okay. This is something for the recent past. Your fourth card in the Celtic cross reading for Gemini, the recent past. What's behind you? Whoa, we have two cards slipping out of here. Oh, I'm lying to you. Three cards slipped out. First card, recent past. We had something you invested in. Could be relationship. Okay. You have lots of things in the past here that came into fruition for you. 2025 season, and then you planted something. Perhaps this is an idea. Perhaps this is an investment of some kind. It could be love. Could be changing jobs. It could be whatever it is. You're waiting on something, okay? Patiently waiting. Just waiting for it to mature, waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to move, waiting for a call, waiting for a text, waiting for, you know what I'm saying. The second card that came out in that position was what? We're graduating. 7, 8 of Pentacles, okay? Whatever it is, you are into it deeply. You're very fixated on it. The 8 of Pentacles man, speech. Spit it out, dude. All right. The 8 of Pentacles represents somebody who's very fixated upon their work, something they're doing. It also represents moving out and away from the materialistic world. And that could be anything from, you know, you're cutting down on your spending, you're paying attention to everything, kind of getting your finances in order, that type of scenario. Kind of got your head down, just, you know, moseying along, getting your things done. And it feels like you're trying to, I kind of feel like the first cards felt like being left out, holding on to something, refusing help. Then it followed by the 7 of Wands saying, you know, that, hey, there is an energy of a warrior spirit, whatever this is, I'm hanging on to it. Then you see this Empress energy here, you know, that's most passive and soft and gentle, kind, warm, nurturing. And you got your head down. This could be a twin flame scenario with somebody push-pull, retreat away, put your head down in your work, ignore. The third card that came out was the Hanged Man. Makes sense. Came out in the reverse position though, okay? So the reverse position talks about a stagnation, something that's stopped. And I said, about to say clock. Time. This is taking time. Something has been taking some time, hasn't it? This could be a relationship. You're still holding on to this Empress energy. Like I said, this doesn't have to be a man looking towards a woman. This could be a woman looking towards a woman, a man looking towards a man, a female, male, it doesn't matter. But somebody, and let me tell you this is a masculine energy, okay? Whoever you are, stubborn. You're just stubborn. It's okay. I love you anyway, right? Much love. I'm stubborn. You know, when I want to move, I'll move. When I don't want to move, don't budge me. However, this is either asking for you to come into that because it was your third card. That Empress card was your third card, foundation, what's lying underneath. So perhaps you're trying to soften up on a situation. However, you came into the Hanged Man in reverse, talks about that is just taking some time with those other cards. You know, the graduation of the Pentacles there. Okay, your fifth card. The fifth card talks about the possibilities. What are the possibilities, okay, of what could be? You know, if you ask yourself, what could be? Would anybody even ask it like that? I don't even know. Check it out, right? Graduation again into the King of Pentacles. What could be is dreaming about, you know, perhaps a stable life, a stable wife, a stable husband, a stable environment, a stability, because the King of Pentacles is very stable, earth bound. His feet are firmly planted. He's got vines growing out from under his feet. Okay. He is the pentacle. Oh, that was so good. It came out perfectly. He is the pentacle of the pentacles, the earth grounded energy. Okay. Stabilizing yourself, getting stability. So that is taking some time for you. Okay. And it takes a lot of time to come into that, not only physically, but emotionally, right? And I feel like this is an emotional scenario because we have the Hanged Man and we also have the 7 of Wands. So an emotional battle in the head. All right. So the next one is the near future, your 6th card. What's on the next turn? What's coming up for Gemini? Gemini. What's coming up? What's in your path? What's at the next corner? What's at the light? I turn right. What's at the light when I turn left? What's coming around the bend for Gemini in this futuristic scenario here? What? Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. King of Swords. Communication card, definite communication. Okay, air signs, you. This is you, Gemini, the sword. In the near future, you are going to communicate. You are going to be the communicator of something. You're going to reach out. You're going to reach out and touch someone. That used to be an old telephone commercial. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, a little like Southwestern Bell or something like that. You say that. Reach out and touch something. Maybe it was another commercial. I don't know. Anyway. But you are going to communicate, or somebody's going to communicate to you, okay? That's in your near future. I said it like it was you, but you are Gemini. You are the swords, okay? You are the air sign. And great communicators. But like I said, most of the time it's, this is a double-edged sword, all right? Little humor here. Don't take it personal. But you guys are pretty sharp. You guys can say some pretty sharp stuff, cut right to the bone. You don't play around, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to. If you are a mutable sign, you're flexible, adaptable, and that makes you lovable. Yeah, very lovable. Okay, so now that was you, the 7th card. The 8th card talks about your environment, what's externally around you. Uh-oh, what we got here? I don't mean uh-oh bad. I mean, you got some. When, at what cost? You got a situation here. That's externally around you. This is the warrior walking away going, you had a battle. I took your sword. I took what, was delivering to me some kind of energy. I took that away from you, but at what cost? So what happened, Gemini, in your energy that, by the way, two cards came out. I just saw it by my microphone. Okay, that was your first card. What did you have to do? You won, but at what cost? What outcome, right? And then the next card, something coming in swiftly. So this took place quickly and swiftly, whatever this was. That was in the environment, that's around you. There is some communication coming in. There is some kind of an offering, some kind of the night comes in very swiftly, okay? However, the night is not always, he reacts quickly. So perhaps this, whatever this energy was, it was a rash decision. Bam, got to get this done, over with, whatever this was. Whatever's in your environment right there, whatever is taking place that seems to be one of those things happening quickly. If this is for you, Gemini, good for you, okay? I hope that it doesn't, pertain to any kind of physical pain or something like that that's, causing this, but emotional turmoil, and you put an end to it swiftly, directly, to the point. Like I just said, it's kind of funny. I just mentioned Gemini, when they speak, it's kind of like E.F. Hutton. When E.F. Hutton speaks, they listen. That's a whole another commercial. I'm just coming out with commercials. It's crazy. Number 9, hopes and fears, wishes and worries for Gemini. This is 2026, right? 2 and 2 is 4, plus 6 is 10. It's a brand new beginning. Say, what did I say? Death. The 13 card. 13 is a lucky number. Death is a neutral card. Death means it's neutrality to all. There is a king lying on the ground. You can't see him there. The bishop knows this. Death comes to all and to all things. There's an ending of something. And it makes sense because, this followed that 5 of swords, like I said, also followed that Knight of Swords. So there was a swift, this is over, this is done, whatever this was. Hopes, fears, wishes, and worries. Something's over with. Wish fulfilled? I don't know. You have to answer that. Was it a worry that something's going to end? Don't know. You can answer that for yourself. You tell me. This is your outcome. Number 10. Celtic Cross for Gemini. Outcome and direction. What is this about? What's the outcome of all of this? I love it. King of Cups, baby. The schmoozer of love. Emotion now. Okay? Wah, 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 chicka, wah, 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 wah. That was a terrible porn reference of I'm sorry. King of Cups is emotional. It is the love offering. Okay? 10 outcome. I mean, that just led to like the most dramatic, beautiful ending there was. It's coming in. Here's the thing. If I had any advice for the beautiful Gemini who might be listening to this, communicate, relax. 7 of Wands, you're protecting. Could be past energies. It could be past, your very first card. Remember this. This was your present energy. It felt like I can do this myself. I don't need help. Hey, if you don't need help, then leave this alone, right? Because relationship means relation. And the ending of that word is a ship, and it takes more than one person to sail a ship. If not, you're just selling a boat with a sail. Anybody can do that. Okay? But it takes people to work on that ship. I'm happy for you, Gemini. I'm happy. Open up. Open your heart. You know, let this love in. Let this new relationship in. We saw the death card. We saw the hangman position, that something's been lasting for a while. This is in your head. This relationship is coming around. This emotional offering is coming to you. Allow it. I appreciate you being here, Gemini. If you have not checked out the other readings, it's in the playlist. I will leave that at the end of this video here, so you can just, you know, get down there into the description, find the timestamp, blah, 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 or go to Steampunk Psyche, look in the particular signs for Gemini. Excuse me, that was the last reading. I also had the mutable signs, like I said, from the 12-12. So Gemini, I appreciate you. I hope you come back and see me. Like and subscribe if you like this video. Leave a comment, okay? I want to get out of the YouTube sandbox and grow this community. So I hope we get to see you on the next one, Gemini. I'm going to write this down for the timestamp of 1614. It's a good number, too. Okay. 1614, Gemini. Now we're moving on to Sagittarius reading. Okay. Sagittarius, if you have been watching thus far, really cool. That's cool for you to watch. If you are just joining me, welcome to Steampunk Psyche. I appreciate you. We are doing a mutable signs reading, individual readings for all the mutable signs. So I just finished Gemini, working on Sagittarius, Virgo, and then Pisces. If you'd like to check out the playlist, I just finished up, for Sagittarius just the other day. Check out that video. If you'd like to cross-watch, also check out the other videos. Just go into the playlist and look around. Find your sign and check it out. Okay, we're going to be utilizing the Celtic Cross for Sagittarius. Okay. 10 cards. We're going to talk about your present energy. We are going to talk about what is your crossing, what's coming against you, or what is in your way, what's good in your way. That's what we want to see, right? We're going to talk about the foundation, or the things that lie underneath. Could be talking about shadow work, could be talking about things from the past, traumatic wounds, or could be talking about relationships. Any of those, we're going to talk about the recent past, future. We're going to end with hopes, fears, wish, worries, outcomes, and directions. I'm going to shuffle these one more time. I appreciate you hanging on. These cards are slick. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's start off with your number one card, okay? What's in your personal energy? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what do we need to know here? What do we need to know about your personal present energy? Okay. All right, we're going to pull a card. Right now, Sagittarius, in your present energy, we have the Justice card. This is you right now, seeking justice, seeking balance. We could be talking about a cross sign of Libra, somebody in Libra's timeline here, right? But justice, okay? Justice is what it is. You need some answers. You need clarity. You need some kind of cut through. Let's get to this answer, okay? So you need an answer. Now, the second card is your crossing challenge, okay? It's what's moving. The challenge is the 10 of Swords, a sudden death to something. Sagittarius, a sudden death. We could be talking about air signs once again, but we could be talking about a situation that you need to find that answer to. Is something over? Is something done? Is something through? Is this person going to reach out again? Is this person going to love bomb me anymore? Is he going to bother me anymore? Say he. Doesn't have to be a he. Could be she. Okay. He, she, they, them. Any. We don't judge. We leave that up to judgment. The universe. God, your higher power, the eternal energy, the source. Okay, so that was your crossing, the 10 of Swords, a sudden death to something. Okay, card number 3 is your foundation card. What's lying underneath it? Sagittarius, what's lying underneath this 10 of Swords? Okay, what's lying underneath this balance? This underneath this justice, what's lying underneath this card? I know what's lying underneath my card, but what's underneath yours? Okay. 2 cards. First card is, whatever it is, it's coming in fast, or came in fast. The information came in way fast, sudden. It represents a sudden movement of some kind. You need to know if there's some movement going to be coming in, you know. Is this thing going anywhere, whatever it is? And the 8 of Pentacles shows up when it says that I have moved in and out and away, materialistic. I have my nose to the grindstone. I've put my nose into my work. I have focused my energies on something, okay? Like I said, this could be, the energy kind of says that I need some information about, it could be a job. This could be, you know, anything from health, wealth, stability, but it could be a job. It could be talking about communication from a person. We did have the swords there, like I said, but that is what's lying underneath here. Like, it could be work related. It could be, we kind of need a little bit more clarifying on that, but anyway, we don't have a whole lot to go with. So we're going to work on this number 4 card, the recent past. What's behind you now? Let's find out what is completely behind you. Was that sudden death something that's behind you? Sagittarius, give us a story. Tell us what's up. Okay, whatever it is, you're hanging on to something. 10. The recent past, you held on to something. Okay, and it makes sense. It makes sense because of a sudden death of something. Something hurt you. If you're crossing challenge, it's the 10 of Swords. Whatever it is, you're hanging on to it, you know? It feels like a burden. There's something burdening you in the recent past. And that's telling us something. It's telling us maybe why there was your challenge is putting an end to something. You're tired of holding on to something. Sagittarius. This is your number 5 card. This is the possibilities of what could be. This is what you're looking out for. This kind of be like a wish fulfilled, perhaps. You know? Wish fulfilled. Okay. We have the wounded warrior here. The 9 of Wands. Okay. The possibilities of, are we seeking revenge on somebody? Sagittarius. How mad are we here? Hang on. Like I said, this energy may apply to somebody. It may not apply, but perhaps you are seeking revenge. Warrior spirit in the... still feel like this is what you're holding, because we are going backwards from 10 to 9 now. We had the 10 of Wands. Now we're at the 9. And I wonder... let's see. This is, I've had lots of issues in the past. But I'm still showing up. Okay. This feels like it's just whatever it is, it's taken a long time. Yeah, I'm going to guess that that's what that energy talks about, you know, the possibilities there. I don't know. Possibilities of somebody showing up, maybe. I don't know. Number 6 card is your near future. We'll clarify those if we need to. Maybe this will continue to go on. The near future here. What's at the next turn for Sagittarius? What's around the corner? What's coming up? What can they look forward to at the next light? What can they... okay. Walking away. The Eight of Cups shows up, okay? We know it's not going to be easy, and I see that with the 9 and the 10. But I think it's going to be easier, and here's why I say that. You're wanting to know if you should walk away, or is this thing over, whatever it is. But your wands were graduating from 10 to 9, going in reverse, meaning that it's getting easier to walk away from this. And but you know it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy trip. There's a lot of emotional attachment, I'm going to guess, and from whatever your situation is, okay? There's a lot of shadows there that may be haunting you. It makes sense with the wands, right? You know, burdens, and 9 of wands being, you know, battles, scars, what have you. But the 8 of cups is this card of knowing that there is a journey ahead of you, but you're willing to do this because there's so many cups you're just walking away from. And that could be ideas, that could be relationships, that could be, you know, anything. But whatever that is you in this situation. Okay, that is you in the self. That's your stance right now, walking away. That's a number 7 card, so you're walking away. Okay, number 8, your environment, external things around you. What you're surrounded by right now, okay? What are you surrounding yourself with right now, okay? Number 8, environment, Sagittarius. What are you surrounded by? Okay. Right now, you're just intuitively knowing this answer. The Queen of Cups is the intuition card. Could be talking about water signs as well. She does wear that flowing robe. You know, it's got that river or water look that talks about the ebb and flow of life. Queen of Cups is very intuitive, okay? Very mysterious, but mostly the intuition, the hidden self, the shadow work, and that's what I was trying to say. With the 9 and the slowly going down, this is an intuition that you have, and it's wondering is your intuition right? Is your intuition correct? So I kind of get the feeling that that's maybe the question, right? The environment, and maybe there may be some external forces that are asking you, do you feel like what you're doing is right? Do you feel like, you know, externally they're saying, you know, hey, you sure you're going to do that? You sure you need to do that? So you could be listening to a little bit of external advice right now. I don't know. Sagittarius, number 9 card, hopes and fears, wishes and worries. What are we worried about? Or what's your hopes? Okay. I think we've seen the fears here. Walking away. It takes a brave person to walk away from things sometimes. Be nice to see some hopes here. But Sagittarius, if this reading is for you, a King of Cups offering love, a romance, right? This person, whoever it is a silver-tongued devil. Okay, in this situation, I can just say when you have a king and a queen come out together, this is the Rico Suave. You could be looking towards your king. You could be looking towards a king. This could be a soulmate connection or a karmic connection of some kind. It doesn't have to be. I'm not getting the twin flame scenario here, and you may not be on the twin flame journey. You may be just wanting to know if there's a relationship coming in. King of Cups come there, okay? Your hopes for the King of Cups. So that's it. You do have a king coming in. So let's look at now the last number 10 card of the Celtic Cross reading for Sagittarius. The outcome of this situation, or the direction that it's going. Is this a real deal? Can Sagittarius bank on it? We did have some pentacles there. Right? That 8 of pentacles. Okay, let's find out here. I think we're talking about tradition. This person that you're, well, this person that you may be looking at may be a traditionalist. You may be a traditionalist. We could be talking about a Taurus, right? Taurus sign. So if this is for you, you could check out Crosswatch for the Taurus sign. Hierophant, represents Taurus for the, in the major arcana. But the Hierophant is a reaching in. And it makes sense with the Queen of Cups as well, because she is the intuition card. And then we have some more of a spiritualist type card. The Hierophant is the epitome of spiritual enlightenment and an awakening, a knowing of a spiritual bond. So this could be a higher type of bond, maybe another star seed connection, or or maybe you're involved with a church or something like that, and you're just wondering. You may be wondering, is it okay to divorce? Is it okay to separate? I'm not sure. It's interesting. I think I want to clarify the Hierophant, okay? Sagittarius, we're going to clarify the Hierophant for you to find out what this means for Sagittarius. What does that mean for the outcome and the direction? Very guarded, warrior spirit again. Seven of Wands, fire sign. You're protecting, you're guarding. You're wanting to know if it's okay to leave and to protect and guard your spiritual side. If this is a religious aspect, take this with a grain of salt, okay? But I don't think that we get punished for moving out and away from situations, especially relationships that no longer serve, especially if they're not reciprocating. In my opinion only, I believe that God is love no matter what. And if we're not serving love, then we're serving the other side, right? If you're a religious type person, take this with a grain of salt. If you are the type of person that is just holding on to the past and afraid to move forward, then, and if you're so afraid that this is causing this very guarded nature in you, then I would say it's time to utilize the Hierophant in the way to maybe look within the spiritual side of yourself, look in those shadowy aspects of yourself. We did see Queen of Cups, so intuition is definitely, she knows how to look within. Okay. Sagittarius, this is a really good reading. And like I said, I think that I'm going to close that with that. I don't think I want to clarify any further, but if this served you, let me know in the comments. Okay. If I even got close. Okay. If it got close to maybe some energies that you were feeling or questions you may have been asking. So I appreciate you stopping in to Steampunk Psyche. And we're going to move on now to Virgo. So Sagittarius, thank you so very much for being here. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these up. Virgo, if you just joined us, Steampunk Psyche, I appreciate you coming in. We're going to continue with the mutable signs. If you are brand new, hola, thank you for coming. If you are returning, I did just finish posting up the other sign. So if you're cross-watching for that particular person or a situation of that other sign, go check them out. They're just in the playlist there. I can leave the links. Actually, it's kind of tough to leave just one link for somebody in this situation, but check them out in my playlist. Go in there, Steampunk Psyche, look around. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know. We're trying to grow this channel. So Virgo, I appreciate you. Give me just a second. I'm going to shuffle these up. You can always fast forward if you'd like, if you don't feel like waiting. Like I said, I'm going to leave the timestamps in all of these, so they'll be in the description box down below the video. I just gave a shout out also in a video to the new subscribers, appreciating them for subscribing. So a little short video, kind of talks about Steampunk Psyche, what I'd like to do. Okay, here we go. Virgo, the Celtic cross reading. What is in your present energy for Virgo? Your present energy. Right now, the Four of Pentacles. Right now, in your present energy, you're holding on, hoarding, moving out and away from instability, materialistic type of a environment, perhaps. This doesn't have to apply. We're going to keep going. I'm going to go ahead and clarify with this one with the crossing as to what challenges that you may be looking at. And we'll come back to these. Sometimes it takes a little bit. It might make a little more sense. But the second card is the crossing challenge. So what's crossing Virgo's path right now? There is a situation with a King of Cups coming in. A relationship, a romance, a passionate romance. This is fire energy here. You know, it's actually more of a water sign, but I mean, the passion, the fire, a romance, you know. The king is the ultimate. So could be a new relationship starting. Or the challenge is this relationship that you're in, one that's coming your way. I don't know. The third card is the foundation that's underneath. So what's hiding in the shadows of Virgo? You, Virgo, what's hiding in those shadows? This will help us try to figure out what directions that we could take here for the future. So what's hiding in the shadows for Virgo? Virgo is trying to make a whole lot of choices here, okay? Seven of Cups, also emotions, relationships. Is it taboo? Is it a fling? Is it anything simple? A phone call coming in, a text, a message. The Seven of Cups has all kinds of possibilities here. Everything from Aquarian, so humanistic type qualities, all the way to the serpent, which could be talking about maybe some temptation of some kind. And I feel like with that King of Cups, that relationship may feel a little bit temptation-wise. I'm just guessing, but I don't know. Just because I like it, kind of add some drama to it, but I don't know. Virgo, this is your reading. The four, the recent past. Excuse me. What's in the recent past for Virgo right now? What is in the recent past that we need to know, that Virgo's trying to tell us? Okay, there was a little bit of trickery going on, a little bit of win at what cost? A battle, walking away, feeling defeated. Okay, so in the recent past, you felt a little bit defeated. It could have been maybe this relationship that we're talking about. Somebody got one over on you, or you feel like you had the wool pulled over your eyes, something like that. Okay. So in the 5-card position here, we're going to talk about the possibilities. What are your possibilities? You know, what could be? Virgo, what could be for you? The Star card. Could be talking about Aquarius here, okay? The Aquarian. Like I said, this could be humanistic. Remember the Aquarian card in the 7 of Cups? Right up here at the top, the Aquarian. Could be talking about Aquarius in your chart, in your path, in your way. This is your possibilities, right? Remember. And the Star card is this balance. It's something's coming into balance for you, okay? You're balancing out your spiritual side with your earthly side, okay? You're nurturing, you're giving. This is the most highest spiritual nourishment you can get. So whatever you're doing, you're taking care of yourself. And I feel like it's this recent past that puts you in this position, okay? So alchemizing that pain, right? Alchemizing it from the earth into your spiritual side, alchemy, you know? Okay, so now we are talking about the near future. What's in Virgo's near future? What's right around the bend for Virgo, okay? What's coming up? 2 cards. The Warrior card, the 7 card. Whatever it is, you are protecting it. Whatever's coming up, you're protecting it. You're guarding it. Very guarded energy, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be like the 4 of Pentacles. Totally different scenario, but whatever it is, this is precious to you and you're guarding it. You have won these battles and you're protecting. So you're in mother mode. You know, I'm protecting my cub, that type of thing. We could be talking about children, but it's juggling. It's got you trying to do a balancing act here. This protection, it's something worth juggling for you, obviously, right? Okay. So what is this? What is this? How are you showing up in this? This is yourself. This is you personally. How are you showing up for this? This juggling act, this holding on to something. This star card with a transformation, a transmuting from the past to now. How are you showing up in this? I want to see the Empress card. You know, that highest nurturing, or the Nine of Pentacles, something like that. You know, the highest nurturing. High Priestess, perhaps, something like that. How are you showing up? Sudden death. Something is coming in with sudden death, and I feel like the communication's over. Something has stopped. Something has completely came to a crashing end. I say communication because it's swords, could be air signs. But something's come to an abrupt end, okay? And that's you. You feel like death warmed over. Or you feel like ending something. That's how you're showing up, as the Ten of Swords. Okay. So this is your 8 card. What's in your environment right now? What's surrounding you right now? Maybe we can clarify that Ten of Swords. What's in your environment right now, Virgo? Okay. Right now, in your environment is the King of Swords. There could be this is somebody coming back, and you're trying to end this. Perhaps if this is like a divorce of some kind. Somebody's love bombing you. Somebody is coming back and reminding you, and you're trying to tell them it's over, it's done. But this person just keeps coming back. You know, this could have been a relationship from the past. We did see the Five of Swords. Like I said, you had to put an end to something, but at what cost, you know? And the cost is now this person won't leave you alone. They keep coming back, communicating. It's a double-edged sword. King of Swords is a communication coming in, though, too. So there is that possibility. This could have shifted energy. So like I said, take what resonates with you. Doesn't have to apply like that, but it kind of feels like that with the ending card. And like I said, we saw the star showing that, you know, you're trying to nurture yourself. You're trying to get balanced. You're trying to get back on your feet. And then our next card was the balancing act, right? That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get some balance. And you just need to put an end to that. So that King of Swords could be coming in as chaos, turmoil, something like that, right? Okay. Virgo, what are your hopes and your fears, your wish and your worry? Okay. Like I said, take what applies to you. Don't try to force any of this information. If it doesn't apply, don't apply. But if we're getting close to the energy, let's roll with it. Okay, so Virgo, this is hopes, fears, wish, and worry. Hierophant. Okay. The Hierophant is that spiritual side, and it makes sense because you had the star card, right? This balance. This is more balance, a more traditionalist. Perhaps this was a traditionalist type relationship that somebody's saying, you know, you can't leave this. Perhaps it's a, you know, if you're Catholic or something like that, you know, they just don't believe in divorce, you know. And this person's coming back reminding you, you know, this is tradition. You can't do this. Or maybe it's your heart space. You feel like in a traditionalist view, I can't walk away from this because I'm married, and this would, you know, expose that. This would expose me to the Lord, and it, you know, I'm just trying to come up with some kind of a scenario here with the Hierophant, because he talks about, you know, the religious aspect. He's the highest form of that. Could be spiritual awakening. You've awakened and noticed this. You're paying attention to this now, and this is how you feel that this is, you know, somebody's coming against you in this way, using tradition as a way to keep this sudden death from taking place. Okay. Hopes, fears, wish, and worry. Now, your 10th card, this is your outcome. Okay. This is the direction that you're going. This is the outcome for Virgo in this situation. Okay. The outcome for Virgo. There is an offering coming in here. Okay. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Something is moving steadfast. The Knight of Pentacles does not move without a direction. Okay. He is very steadfast. In other words, when he makes a plan, he sticks to it. And I feel like this is you. You're the Knight of Pentacles. And this is here to remind you, this is the outcome. You're going to stick to your guns. You're going to stick to your guns. I'm not going to change this reading, not one single bit. I want to end on that note. I want to say, Virgo, take what the cards say. It's telling you you're doing the work. You're looking within. You're trying to get this balance, and you're juggling this. You got somebody on the outside coming in to you, and I feel like it's over. You know, we had, yeah, holding on to it. Yeah, I'm just thinking, I would just stick to your guns. Don't do anything fast. We did see the Knight of Swords, didn't we? Is that last reading? No, that was the last reading. I apologize. But yeah, the King of Swords here. And I felt like in the position it was with the 5 of Swords also, and the 10 of Swords, it's a graduation. It's done. It's over. You know what I mean? So stick to your guns. I feel like, Virgo, that was the answer for you. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. I am, like I said, I'm not trying to be a person to break up any kind of a harmonious thing in any type of way, but I'm saying I feel like you've done the work. You're just trying to move on, and you're tired of juggling this past. You know, you're tired of it. You need to take the Hierophant stance, okay, and look within and know that you are correct. There is that Knight of Pentacles. That's an offering. That is you, you know, making a plan and sticking to it. So, Virgo, I appreciate you stopping by. If you, like I said, you want to cross watch, check out any other videos, come into the channel, Steampunk Psyche, and look for your sign. Browse around, take a look, click on some stuff. Anyway, I love you, appreciate you, and I hope you come back, okay? All right, we're going to move on to Pisces. Okay. So Pisces, I am going to shuffle up these cards. If you want to fast forward, feel free. If you are cross-watching, check out the other signs. Come into Steampunk Psyche, look up, you know, your particular sign. I just finished up the other 12. I've also got mutable, cardinal, and fixed signs I did as a collective reading. The energies were really intense and good. So if you're into that kind of thing and you want to check it out, go for it. I hope you guys like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel, so anything, any comments or anything like that, I'm going to try to get to every one of them. I started a community page as well, so we're getting conversations started on that. And anyway, so yeah, let me shuffle up here and we'll get started on the Celtic Cross for you. I got some coffee here. I'm fixing to get a slug of it. By the way, I am a fellow Pisces, so I can relate. We are relatable type signs anyway. Okay, Pisces. Let me get a sip and we'll get started. Here we go. Celtic Cross reading. Your first card is going to be your present energy. What is in the energy of Pisces? Pisces, present energy. Holy moly. We got a train wreck. 2 of Swords came out, along with 7 other freaking cards, but give me just a second here. We are rolling. I think that was all of them. Yeah, I can bend down like that still. Barely. Okay, Two of Swords, okay, along with 4 other cards that decided to roll, and we're going to go with this. Pisces, there is a choice that needs to be made. Okay, that's your present energy. Okay, present energy, a choice. It could be there is an emotional choice because we do have the crescent moon in the background. And by the way, water sign as well, along with air signs. So this could be something in your mixed with the air water sign. Okay, now we got the Magician that also wanted to pop out on us here. Right? First card in the deck. Beginning of some kind. A manifestation card. We are in the crossing challenge. So this is your manifestation card. This is your challenge. You're manifesting something. And it's been challenging for you. Okay? That is your second card. Third card. What's lying underneath? The Strength. Okay? The Strength card. Okay? This is compassion. This is moving not with brute force. Right? Could be talking about a Leo. Fire sign. Okay. That's your third card. What's lying underneath? Okay, the Seven of Cups is a bunch of choices. Pisces. We have a lot of choices to make here, right? If this is applying to you, don't, continue to watch. But if it doesn't apply to you, don't try to make it fit, okay? We're going to clarify what this means here in just a minute. But I feel like so far it is about a manifestation. Your challenge card. You're trying to manifest something, and you're needing strength to do it. It's been a while, okay? And it's giving you a lot of choices here with that Seven of Cups. So we're going to move on into your fourth card, which is going to be, actually, no, I take that back. This was your recent past, a bunch of choices that you had. Trying to manifest. You have a choice. Funny that your present energy is choices. Then your recent past was choices. It's just been nothing but choices. Of course, we got choices on everything. But I'm wondering if something in particular in that Seven of Cups. I don't know. Okay. This is going to be the possibility, okay? What it could be. This is going to be your number 5 card. We're going to have to do some clarifying on this. Because that 7 kind of puts us in a position where we need to clarify some of those cups. What's in those cups, right? So the possibilities, what can be for Pisces? What can be for Pisces? Come on. Come on. Here we go. All right. Okay. We have the Hierophant. This is what could be. This could be talking about traditional or non-traditional, depending on which position. Okay. Traditions of some type. And the reason I say that is the Lovers came out. Okay. When the Lovers comes out along with Hierophant, I'm talking about a traditionalist type relationship or a non-traditionalist type relationship. Both of them, possibilities of what could be. So Pisces, we're talking about a relationship in obvious manner here. Okay. But it's the choices. It's choices. Making a decision was your first energy, the Two of Swords. Your second one was the crossing. What's in your way? It's a manifestation. So you're manifesting this Lovers, whether it's traditional or non-traditional. So it's challenging to know, maybe the question might be, is this person a traditionalist or a non-traditionalist type marriage? That could be what you're trying to manifest. The Strength came out to show a compassion and a type of movement energy that is patient, waiting. So you're waiting on this relationship. But there's choices here to be made. Okay, this is in the near future. This is going to be your number 6 card, the near future. What's at the turn? What's coming up for Pisces? What is in the near future for Pisces here? Wish fulfilled. The Nine of Cups. You know, wish fulfilled. Now, it also represents temporariness, that this patiently waiting is just temporary, because he's not sitting on a throne, you notice? He's just sitting on a bench, okay? Which resembles the temporariness of his position. So he's got his rewards in the background there. Sometimes this card could talk about overindulgence, but in this position, I feel like it's wish fulfilled, because we did see, the Magician card in the challenge. So it could almost, it has a double kind of side to it. One that says, yes, this is the manifestation, wish fulfilled, done deal. But with the Hierophant, no, not the Hierophant, because the Hierophant could just mean traditional or non-traditional, I'm assuming. But with the Seven of Cups card in the position that it's set, I almost feel like you're asking the question, is this just temporary? So there's a question there lingering as to what it is. You've been patiently waiting. Okay, so that is in the near future, right? This is the self. This is Pisces. This is you, how you're showing up in this energy that we're looking at here. Is it lovers? Is it a relationship? Is it the manifestation of your dream, wish fulfilled? How are you showing up in this? What are you showing up as? Okay. 2 cards. 3. Sorry, I'm lying again. Okay. You're showing up as the Empress, the nurturer one. And it made sense because you had the 8 card, the strength card showed up. But the Empress is nurturing, a mother nature. We could be talking about, maybe if this was a non-traditional relationship, the mother of this relationship may not approve. But I feel like in this position, as the self and you, what you are, you're showing up as the Empress. Okay. And that's a beautiful card. I had 2 more come out. Let me move this deck out of the way. I had 2 more cards come out. Now, this is pretty good. Makes sense, right? The Knight of Wands. Hello. Chicka wow wow. Romance, passion, fire, right? Definite fire. Hot and heavy. This is how you're in this. You're dreaming. You're doing some dreaming, some thinking. Some good. Look at that. Queen of Swords. Right? Queen of Swords says, I move, I speak, you listen. So some communication coming in about this. Or this is a definite sign of no nonsense, right? No nonsense. Interesting. That's how you're showing up. You're the romancer, right? Okay, nothing wrong with that. Now, this is the environment that's around you, okay? The environment that's around you. I'm take another look at that. I'm wondering if it's lovers. I just got this. I mean, I'm supposed to be bouncing, but I'm not. For some reason, the energy is like, you're wondering if you trust it. So you guys could not be communicated for a while. And it's like, that's part of that. But there's not been any communication. Is it real? That's part of the choices of that 7 of Cups. Do I trust my intuition, right? But what's your environment around Pisces right now? Okay. We have the Emperor. Highest of the fire signs, right? Besides the sun. Okay. But the Emperor is stable. You're showing up, or there's an environment around you. There is a stable environment. It could be that there is a father figure around you as well. It could be that you are the father figure in this scenario. You the daddy, you the Mac daddy. But also, it could mean that there is a very stern energy. There's something very grounded, very stable. We could be talking about more fire signs here. Talking about the ram. Interesting. In your environment, there is that emperor energy. Take charge. Very masculine. I'm just trying to feel that energy real quick, you know. There is so you're in search of this emperor. This could be a feminine energy looking towards that emperor. Emperor looking towards that feminine energy. Okay. All right. Hopes, fears, wish, and worry. Number 9 card. Hopes, fears, wish, and worry for Pisces. Wish, King of Cups. Right? The King of Cups to come in. Definite love. I mean, this is a very hot, heavy, emotional reading, but for some damn reason, it just feels like, but fingers, this is crazy. I have not had this like this. Normally when I see the lovers, I'm like, you know, I'm excited for everybody. Pisces, what in the hell? Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? This is number 10, the outcome. The outcome and the direction of this. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? That's the question. Because I feel like it's just, you know, bummer. What the hell? Emperor, the King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Strength, the Magician, the Lovers came out. I mean, that's wish fulfilled card comes out. Done. Are you celebrating? Are you going and getting drunk? You know, what is it? Oh, holy moly. I love it. It's a done deal. It's a union. Okay. 2 of Cups. Done. That put a smile on my face. Thank you. Universe has answered. Pisces, the universe has answered. It's a done deal. It's a relationship. You've birthed a relationship. Congratulations. This is very slow. Normally, like I said, I would have charged right to it, but the 9 of Cups in the position it was in left me wondering. I love it. All right, Pisces. I think that was a very short reading for Pisces because normally Pisces stretches out a little ways. Wish fulfilled. Okay. Take it, run with it, enjoy it. Everything from fire to passion to you know, happy ending. So, and a reciprocated action too, you know, very mutual. So anyway, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, thank you for stopping in. If you guys watched all the way through, I appreciate you. Don't forget to check out or cross watch if you do that to the other signs on the channel. Come into Steampunk Psyche, okay? And look around, find your sign. And, you know, maybe the energies might line up there too. So I appreciate you guys for coming in. And I hope that I get to see you on the very next video. I'm going to be trying to get Mutable, Cardinal, and Fixed out soon. And then turn right around and do the individual reads again. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, join the channel, all that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? All right, bye.